Since time immemorial, the dragon has represented our greatest fears. Tales of yore depict brave knights venturing out to vanquish the source of people's problems, conveniently embodied by one mortal being of great power, and also surmountable weaknesses. The dragon embodies plague, natural disaster, violence, trauma, and all of the evils of the world. To defeat a dragon is to defeat the very thing that most holds us back. As a result, peace, prosperity, and self-actualization manifest in the land, bringing progress and a new higher perspective. The conquering hero may rest, knowing that their deeds brought light into the world by negating the darkness. Let new heroes take on the new shadows, which will inevitably form in the changing landscape. In Shadow Warrior 3, Lo Wang must confront the dragon that is plaguing the land. However, he is haunted by the guilt knowing that the dragon emerged due to his own actions. In his fight for freedom, the dragon inside was released, devastating the land, demolishing half of the world's population, land. In his quest for truth, a greater shadow was created. More calamity was wrought than he could ever have imagined. Now he must drive back into the fray, fighting demons of his own construction in order to curb the monster that was released from within. Through his journey of understanding, the land was changed in ways that can never be undone. However, the price he paid may have very well otherwise been much higher. Lo Wang must stand with his comrades to fight off the end of the world, using whatever tools he has at his disposal. His dragons are real, and death is never far away for a warrior of the shadows. But neither is a friend. Developed for the PS4, the graphics in Shadow Warrior 3 make good use of the technology. I played it on the PS5 and the graphics gave a strong overall impression. Combined with unique character and enemy designs and a colorful and playful visual style, the overall look was greater than the sum of its parts. I give the visuals in Shadow Warrior 3 an 8.5 out of 10. The story of Shadow Warrior 3 is concise and witty. Lo Wang never fails to make a joke at the exact wrong moment. Sometimes they are even funny. The characters are bizarre and equally humorous, befitting the lighthearted nature of the game. For a game mainly oriented toward the combat, it's true what they say: brevity is tantamount to godliness. I give the narrative a 7.5 out of 10. Following in the tradition of its predecessors, Shadow Warrior 3 is a heavy combat-oriented first-person shooter. The original game is similar to the likes of Duke Nukem, Doom, or Serious Sam in days of yore. The new game has a modern feel to it and is most comparable to the new Doom games. Action is smooth and easily accessible, as is the platforming. The enemies themselves are all very interesting to look at, and some even amusing. I would always find myself laughing when confronted with a horde of suicide bombers, as they screamed at me non-stop until detonating themselves, Serious Sam style. Similarly, special weapons acquired by using finishing moves on each of the enemies added an extra layer of strategy to the long combat cycles. Glitches were kept to a minimum and were easily rectifiable by a quick restart from checkpoint or simply by jumping off of a ledge. The colorful, hectic, and non-stop action was akin to an expertly crafted fireworks show. And though I was fighting hordes of chaotic demons, it was never overwhelming. The game is not that long. I spent around 8 hours playing the game, but I don't see the length as a real issue. I give the gameplay a 9 out of 10. When archaeologists of the future uncover my remains, they will find a copy of this game review on Blu-ray DVD next to my fossilized corpse. My bones will get thrown into whatever they use as an incinerator at the time. They will watch the Blu-ray DVD, because Blu-ray DVDs will be even more popular then than they are now. And they will know that Shadow Warrior 3 is a great example of a video game. Its non-stop chaotic action brings very little new to the table, but it does nothing wrong and a lot right, and is memorable for its quirky and amusing art style. You might enjoy this game if you liked Doom, Serious Sam, or any first-person shooters, or the comedic action genre in general. Don't play this game. You want something with a deep storyline or thoughtful puzzles, as this game will likely do little for you. My only recommendation to the developers would be that I would love to see a longer title with more gameplay options. The game is there, I would just like to see more of it. I give Shadow Warrior 3 an 8.5 out of 10, and a Blu-ray DVD of Dragon Tales clutched in the cold grip of my skeleton fingers for future archaeologists to enjoy.